Britney Spears worries fans once again. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack and a drink, girl, hit that subscribe button. I have my Stanley dupe filled with water, girl. I try and drink about 4 of these a day. I try really and do a gallon a day of water, and it's not because of anything. I really do think that it does help flush things. So I highly recommend drinking as much water as your body requires or your body wants, because I was a non water drinker, and girl, All right, so I like to always start my videos with Britney, showing that I really do love Britney. I love Britney so much. I've ordered things from eBay, like this cup from a tour in 2001. I've ordered, this like in the zone thing. I mean, I love Britney. I don't have to prove it, but I do like to prove it because, got this. I don't even have a DVD player, but I love Britney so much, and I care for Britney, and I want Britney to be okay. So I like to show that I'm a true fan, because some people have the nerve to say that I'm not even a real fan. So don't come for me unless I send for you. All right, let's talk Britney for a sec. This video might surprise a lot of you guys because I tend to always defend Britney, but I'm reaching a point where it's getting very difficult to keep making excuses. So here, I want really you to hear me out with my whole heart. I'm speaking from my heart, and I'm speaking from a place of love, of compassion, but also a place of real. Okay, I'm being as real as I can. Britney posted a video yesterday on Instagram that it's already making headlines, and it just has people just saying the most horrible things about her. Check this video out.
Like really little, so little, it's weird, but I have a little bitty pinky nail. I haven't had nails since I was in like the 7th grade. I'm like freaking out. It's like really tiny, but still it's like, hey baby, can't believe it unless based on you. Yeah.
So let's talk about this video, and I'm gonna be very real with you. I have such a soft spot for Britney in my heart. And I always get so much backlash for defending her and always kind of like trying to see the other way of it. Whatever. Listen, Britney's always used an English accent. It seems like it's her comfort space, like her go-to thing when she feels nervous. But we don't know what really is going on with Britney. We don't know if, in fact, she is, going through something mentally. There are so many blind items alleging that she's on substances. There's so many different rumors out there. There's so many different things out there that are being said about Britney constantly. When she posted that video with her son, there were so many headlines saying that Britney and her son allegedly are on substances and all this bullshit. After what Britney went through in the conservatorship, which you can read in her memoir, The Woman in Me, it's unrealistic to say you can get out of that, without any type of damage, right? Any type of long-lasting damage. The things that she was put on, like lithium and all these other, pills, they are going to have a long-lasting effect on you mentally. Given you already have this whole, I guess, broken heart, broken soul type thing from the industry that builds you up and then destroys you. Then you have your family, betraying you, and then you have the conservatorship, and then you have your rights taken away. You are not going to get out of that without a scratch, But the way Britney is presenting herself with the nails and the accent and, just being Britney to the naked eye, people, of course, are going to be like, she's not doing well. I always give her the benefit of the doubt because I like to say that I know Britney. I've studied Britney. I have, seen so many interviews where she is a dork. Britney has never been, a Kim Kardashian, which is like, so, hello, how are you? Britney's always been doing the faces, and she's always been quirky and nerdy, and, she's not your average celebrity. So that's something that I wish people would finally accept, and they would watch things like Britney and Kevin Chaotic, which is a reality show or a docuseries that, we saw Britney being Britney, right? Which is dorky and quirky and nerdy and just a mess, okay? That's just the truth, She's not your typical celebrity that's like in Louis Vuitton and everything is so picture perfect. So given that, but also given everything she went through, we don't really know what she's dealing with mentally. And I personally wish she was not on social media as much as she loves it and stuff. It is so damaging. It is so mean, the comments. Even Britney fans who loved her as much as I do have said, we just don't know what to do. Anytime that Britney does a video or a post, I always get sent to it, and it's always kind of the same type of messages like, so what excuse are you going to use now? Or, how are you going to defend this? It's not my job to defend her. Obviously it's not my job to defend her, but it's something that I just feel in my heart that it's right, because I have to remind people of what she's been through. We all have things that change us. When my brother passed 12 years ago, it changed me forever. I used to be so outgoing. I never had anxiety. I never binged eat. I've never had, so many things that I deal with now. Being scared. I have, I have a bunch of things that I'm working on with my therapist, So a very traumatic experience can change your life forever. And so that is what I want people to get out of this. That is why I give Justin Bieber so much grace. And I remind people that he's been through a lot. And I remind people, right? We joke and we talk about the Selena Gomez and the Hailey Bieber of it all. But down where it counts, I'm always telling you guys, hey, he has gone through a lot of shit, and I hope he gets help. Like the same, I hope Britney is getting help. I hope Britney is surrounded by good people. But what the world is seeing in the naked eye, who don't know Britney and don't know her story, they're seeing someone who they think is crazy. And it pisses me off. And this is why I'm always posting like old videos of Britney to remind people of the monster that Britney was on stage. Put some respect on her name. Do you know what I mean? The massive inspiration that she was to so many, and just the trailblazer that she was. And that was who she was. And now who she is someone who is, in my opinion, damaged by what was done to her, not only from the entertainment business, but also her family, the circumstances of those 13 years in the conservatorship. I don't know how to to defend. Britney loves Instagram. There's nothing anyone can do about it. She absolutely loves Instagram, and I don't think is ever going to get off of Instagram. I wish she would get off Instagram, to be very honest with you, because I hate that people are just making so many assumptions. But at the end of the day, also, if you don't know her story, I understand why people would think certain things about Britney. I would. And if this were any other celebrity, I would also think those things. And it just breaks my heart even saying that. But I know better. I have followed Britney, and I have empathy of someone who's gone through so much like Britney. And so I think my plea to everyone is, before saying she's crazy, before saying she's lost it, before saying all of these things, I just urge you, please just get the book, get the Britney, the memoir, study her a little bit if you want. I did that with Justin, going back to seeing what happened with Scooter Braun, with his team, with Diddy, with all of these things. It's important to know someone's history before judging them. But I also don't blame people for thinking what they're thinking. And I think Britney knows maybe she knows what she's doing, maybe she doesn't, or maybe she doesn't give a shit. You know, Britney has never really given a shit. She's always been barefoot, she's always been a mess, her extensions have always been a mess, her eye makeup has always been a mess, but she doesn't take herself seriously. She doesn't take her celebrity so serious. She's a human being. She loves to go to Walmart, to Target, this, that. She doesn't care about, you know, what like Beyonce does. Now, people, like fans, will always say that they wish that she would clean herself up and look more presentable and stuff. Listen, when you're going through something, or when you just don't give a damn, that is what you can do. I wish Britney would get off social media. I will say it. I don't care. I wish Britney would get off social media, and I wish she would spend all the time she can on healing and being surrounded by people that love her, people that respect her, people that want her to shine, people that encourage her to do good things. I want her to go hiking, and obviously I don't know if she's doing these things, but I want her to go outside. I want her to see friends. I want her to go shopping. I want her to travel. I want her to enjoy her life. It seems like she's like in house arrest, and she already spent 13 years of her life in closed doors and in basically house arrest. Be free, Britney. Travel the world, you know, get a team of security that will go with you, a cool assistant, a best friend, and just go see the world. Go on a cruise, go swimming with dolphins. Enjoy your life, Britney, because you deserve it. For so many years, you were not allowed to. I want Britney to get out of Instagram and get out of her house and really heal and be happy. But if that is her safe place, if that is her happy place, then we have to respect that. But I just wish we would see Britney in a happier environment. And I'm hopeful that she will get there. So what do we think about this? Let me know in the comments. I pray that this week I know it's going to be very blessed for all of us. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I don't take any of you for granted, and I'll see you on my next video. Bididi, babidi,